My name is Nicole. I'm a 29-year-old single mother from Baltimore, Maryland, and tomorrow, April 6th, is my 2-year anniversary of being diagnosed as HIV positive. I wanted to share my story, and it starts with a man who I thought I was in a monogamous sexual relationship with, a man who did not disclose to me prior to stopping the use of condoms that he was HIV positive. We thought that my IUD would be enough. Turns out that was a bad mistake, because not only did I get pregnant, but I got HIV out of the deal too. It was a difficult beginning. My pregnancy ended when I had my IUD taken out, and 2 weeks later his roommate, who was also HIV positive, came to me and with tears in his eyes told me that I should probably be tested. I regretfully beat the crap out of him for that, since he has become one of my closest friends. I went and I got tested, and that test came back negative, so I was optimistic, and I went on with my life. I graduated from my certification program as a medical assistant with a 4.0 GPA. I got retested 3 months after the first test, and that test also came back negative. I landed a job at an OBGYN clinic. I started that job on April 6th of 2009, and an hour into my shift, my doctor's office called and told me that I needed to come in ASAP. And of course, being trained in all of this, I knew exactly what that meant. So I, of course, flipped out and hyperventilated. I called my mother and my best friend. My mom met me at the doctor's office and held my hand as my world crumbled. The lady from the health department who was there gave me some information and the best piece of advice I've gotten yet. She said, "Tell the people who love you, because you can never have enough support." So that's exactly what I did. I came home and I told my father and I told my sister, and then I got all my family together and I told all of them, friends, in order. I've told just about everybody in my life to date. And the amount of support and outpouring of affection and love from the people in my life has been astounding. I've lost a couple of people. Recently, one of those people has come back into the fold, though. My best friend, who's more like a sister to me, her mother, when she found out, banned me from her house and told me that I was not allowed around her grandchildren. And of course, my best friend, being the best friend that she is, told her to kick rocks. She has since come to me last Friday, took my hand, and asked for forgiveness, and asked me not to hate her. And I realized that I did hate her for a long time. But everybody has their process, and everybody needs their time to come to terms with things. The last 2 years for me have been a whirlwind. My family and my friends have become very important to me and have really pushed me to being more vocal about my status and about pushing for education and advocacy. I think it's important for forward progress for us to stand up and have a voice and to put a face to the disease. There are a lot of people out there that see us, and we're living longer and we're taking less pills, so it's not such a big deal. And that's not the truth, because behind us there's millions of people dying, and people have become lax, and future generations are doing more risky behaviors. And there aren't enough people standing up. There aren't enough people saying, this is what it is. And the disease spreads. The stigma attached to this disease is still rampant, and it keeps people suffering in silence. And that's not the way to move forward. I want my voice to be heard. I want my voice to be heard by everyone, and eventually by my 7-year-old daughter, my nieces and nephews, my cousins, my friends, their friends, so that as future generations grow up, I'll be their boogeyman. I'll be their constant reminder of why you shouldn't do things. I hope that more people see this and stand up. I hope that people get comfort from this, the way that I've gotten comfort from a lot of the videos that I've been watching and the sites that I've been visiting and the people that I've been meeting in the community. There's a world of support and love out there, and not a lot of people have that. A friend of mine gave me permission to speak of her father, who was a closet homosexual for most of his life. He came from a very disapproving and strict family. And of course, not only would they have not forgiven him for being a gay man, but God forbid they found out that he was HIV positive. And he suffered in silence for many years. And nobody knew that he was sick until he was dying. My friend, her father passed away when she was 7. She's now 24, and her family has yet to give that man a gravestone, and have refused to acknowledge his existence or his life and death. And there are too many people out there that are having to deal with this, that are having to suffer in silence. So I offer my hand in support, in friendship, in love, in education, in advocation, so that our future can be brighter. I want to say thank you to a very beautiful man and a very good friend of mine who congratulated me recently on coming out of my box. It feels pretty good out here. I hope more people get to know that feeling. I want to say thank you to Kevin Maloney for allowing me to have a voice and to use Rise Up Against HIV as a platform. And I want to say thank you to all of you out there who are doing their part to better our future. Push the button.